Hello everyone, welcome to Liberebil. Today we're driving around in Peugeot's 2021-2008. Anyway, where does the 2008 fit in? Well, it fits in, it's slightly bigger than the 208 and then slightly smaller than Peugeot's 3008. In terms of other models and cars, for the sake of this video, we can just compare it to VW's T-Roc, T-Cross. It's the same kind of SUV crossover segment. Before we go any further with this video, please can you give us a like if you like the video. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Click that notification bell so every time we upload a video you can get online and check it out. And then of course, last but not least, we have a members section where we release a whole lot of like unreleased content. If you want to get to check it out before everybody else, please consider joining that. I think it's only 10 Rand a month. Boop, what is that? Peugeot's very polite with its bongs. Anyway. Shoo! And that is a 1.2 turbo. So this is the same engine as in the Corsa that Niyaaz reviewed a couple weeks ago. He was mad about this engine and I can see why. It's got quite a lot of pull to it for a 1.2. I think it feels more like a 1.4, 1.6 kind of vibe. It kicks out 96 kilowatts, and in this 2008 model you can get it in the 74 kilowatt or 96 guys. Basically there's two different tunes of the same engine. Yeah, that's it. We are in the GT line today. This comes in at 370,000 English, sorry. Comes in at 379,900 Rand. So then, what is it like to drive? Well, it's got 3 different drive modes. It's got, let's change it quickly here while we're going really slowly. It shouldn't affect it. It's got sand, mud, and snow. And even though it's a front-wheel drive car, it's got these clever little traction systems that help it not slide around in the mud, help you get out of some very literally sticky situation. Everyday driving on the road is incredibly comfortable. It's got really good dampening. It soaks up the bumps quite well. Steering is incredibly assisted at lower speeds, so in a parking lot it's incredibly easy to turn the wheel. When you get up to speed though, when you're on the highway and those sorts of things, it stiffens up the wheel. It gives us like kind of false weightiness feeling to the wheel. Helps you not jump lanes and also just have a little bit more control of the vehicle. Talking about turning, this car's steering wheel, I'm not sure why Peugeot do it, but they make these incredibly small steering wheels. And I've actually gotten quite used to it. When I saw it at first, I was like, whoa, what's that? How am I gonna like drive this car? Yeah, you just have to get used to basically looking over the steering wheel. You no longer look at the gap through the steering wheel at your cluster, you look over it. Seating position, really comfortable. You can go up, down, front, back, whatever. It's got these cloth and leather finished seats. And today, oh, of all days to need it, it's got heated seats. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, heated seats. The gearbox is also quite intuitive. It seems to kind of read what gear you need to be in 90% of the time. No real issues with it. This is the 6-speed auto from Peugeot. Just don't want to knock these people here. I'm driving around Claremont and we're going down main road. Taxis are going crazy. I'm trying to look at you guys and the road. Forgive me, sorry. In the SUV crossover market, most of the cars look similar, if not identical. However, as we discussed earlier, the French go this way when the world goes this way. And they've managed to make quite a unique looking SUV crossover. I think this thing looks really beautiful from the outside. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think the styling, look at the wheels. I mean, even the tires were co-designed with Michelin and Peugeot. They partnered up to try and design a really efficient tire. And, well, I mean, it is an efficient car. I'm not sure how much of a difference it would make. But what I can tell you is there's very little road noise. The cabin is well insulated. Apart from that, the lines, the angles, look at the back of the car. You've got these beautiful red kind of 3D tail lights, and everything is just angular, and it looks like it was designed for this car. It doesn't look like they designed it for other Peugeots and they kind of retrofitted to this. It looks like it was designed with purpose. Then moving on to the front of the car, and this is my favorite aspect of the design. You've got this kind of studded grille. It says 2008 on the front so that you know what car it is. It doesn't just say it at the back. Some people won't like it. My personal taste, really do like it. Then you've got these angled fog lights. Now these are actually inspired from its logo, the lion. These are the canine teeth from the lion, the feline canines. And like no other car has this. This is awesome. Okay, so cabin of the Peugeot 288, the interior. Okay, see, this is the problem already. Like there's two flat pieces on the top and bottom of the steering wheel, so you never know if it's upside down or the right way up. Okay, back to the topic at hand. Sorry, guys. This cabin is probably one of the top cabins in this segment, in the SUV crossover segment. It's beautiful. It's got this kind of carbon fiber-esque finish over here. It's got leather trim, soft touch materials on the dashboard. The lights to match, you can change the colors between, I think, 10 different colors. The steering wheel is small, but it's beautiful. The 3D digital display with the different layers. You've got your speedometer kind of forefront and like at the front of the show, and then at the back you've got your fuel gauge and your temperature gauges and whatever other info you want. You can customize it and display the info. It just makes for an interesting thing to look at. Not that it detracts from the road and the happenings in front of you, but it's just, it's cool to have. Anyway, storage space, you've got a decent storage bin on the right hand side. You've got quite a large tray at the bottom to just throw whatever you want there, with a charging socket that is a 12 volt. You've also got the old USB and the new USB Type-C charging ports here. If that wasn't enough, you open it up and you've got a very neatly hidden wireless charger over there. And then one of my favorite parts of this car, everybody else just puts buttons or touchscreen, and Peugeot said, no, we're French. We're going to do it completely differently to the rest of the world. World goes here, we go here. And they put these kind of like spaceship rocket buttons in here with touch sensitive buttons along the top and then switches below. And the volume knob is like one of those carefully milled pieces of, how the Americans say, aluminium. It's just beautiful. And then of course my favorite little buttons here, the touch sensitive buttons for the heated seats. Yes. Then you've got different size cup holders here, a little storage bin over here, and in there you've got, well, it's usually called a cubby hole, but in this instance you only get half, so would it then be a cubby half? No. Now onto the rear of the car. Back seats, there's fairly generous leg room. Storage is also pretty good. You've got two storage nets, not normal pockets, which I prefer, because when your friend drops Doritos in there and forgets about them for 3 months, then you go and you look for your sunglasses in the pocket and you dip your hand into old soggy chips. Nah. So nets, best way to go in my opinion. Anyway, you've got decent sized storage pockets on either side in the doors, and you've got two charging ports in the back, both USB. You've also got quite interesting ISOFIX points. It's the first time I've seen them where they get zipped up and concealed quite nicely. I think it's pretty good. The back seats do fold down almost completely flat, which is quite nice for loading. The boot alone is 434 liters. It's got a two-step boot system, which basically means that when you open the boot, there's no load lip. You can slide things in perfectly because the boot is completely flat. However, if you want to utilize that extra space, you can take that board out and then you get a little bit of extra depth in the boot, which is also incredibly useful should you need it. I think it's quite a cool system because you can chuck your shopping bags underneath there and just have them enclosed, and then if and when you need them, you pull them out. At the end of the day, you need to decide, is it the drive? Is it the looks? Is it the practicality that does it for you? Anyway, guys, that's my take on the new Peugeot 288. If you enjoyed the video, please do drop a like. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. And obviously, if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button if you made it this far into the video. Otherwise, be free, be you, Liberebil